Are you ready? Hi, my name's Ray. I'm here to tell you I wasn't ready, and I'm still not ready for retirement. Retirement for me is coming pretty quick. Let's just say I've got about 3 years left. Before I retire, I plan to go at 65. And one thing I realized is I'm not ready. I'm ready to retire, but what's after retirement? Well, you got to have a plan. Got to have a plan. And I realized that more and more the closer I've gotten to retirement. Worked all my life, worked every day, tons of overtime, all these years, and was so worried about working, I wasn't thinking about what's after retirement. Well, I've watched a lot of people, none of my personal friends, but I've seen a lot of them retire, and within a year or two of them retiring, you hardly recognized them. It's like they'd aged 20 more years. And what I've realized is they did nothing after retirement. And I thought, no way, I'm not doing that. I may not I may not be able to be as busy as I could when I was a lot younger, but I still plan on doing things. I don't want to depend on other people having to drive me around. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that as long as I'm able to do it, I'd like to still do that. Be independent. And I decided I want to make a YouTube video about this because, after talking to several of my friends about it, I don't know that we've all really set a plan in place for when we retire. I think we all worry a lot about our finances, which is very important. I mean, I don't have a lot saved uh, for retirement. I've got Social Security and I do have a little 401k, but looking at everything that I have, yeah, I'll do okay. But we worry so much about that we don't think about what we're going to do when we retire. I think, you know, we talk to our friends and say, yeah, I'm going to travel and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But have you really made a plan to do that? Well, I'm not going to say I'm a pro at setting things up like that because I'm not ready. I know things that I want to do. Um, Sorry if you guys hear water crashing. It's because I'm out here at my hometown lake. It's a lot quieter out here, and there's a lot of wind, so I hope that's not coming across. All right, where was I? Get a plan. Get a plan in place. Set goals for yourself, even small ones, small goals. Just something to keep your mind busy, something to look forward to. You may think, oh, well, I've got nothing to look forward to. Yeah, you do. Just look pretty close and you'll find reasons. Yeah. So Just make goals for yourself. Keep yourself going. In the beginning, I was watching a lot of fishing videos, and I thought, you know, I love to fish. Maybe I ought to do a YouTube channel on fishing. Well, I tried that, you know, early in the spring. I thought, okay, I've got all this camera stuff. I've got it all. I'm going to go out and I'm going to record me a video and I'm going to post it. Well, you know, I did record some video, but it's not quite as easy as I thought it was going to be. Which, yeah, I should have knew that, but it's not. So you guys out there that's doing fishing videos, my hat is off to you guys, because that's a lot to keep up with. Once I get used to this, maybe I'll do that. But for now, I think retirement's pretty important. It's pretty important for me to talk about. Yeah, I think so long as this YouTube thing works out for me, I think this is going to be my thing. I mean, I would like for it to be. Do I plan on making money off YouTube? No. But if that happens, that's great. I'm just basically here to share my thoughts and maybe put something into your mind to think about. And if you guys have a plan, if you have a plan for after retirement, make a comment down below. Just drop a comment. Let me know what your plans are. Doesn't have to be extraordinary or just anything. Anything small, I'm interested. So just make a plan, and if you don't stick to that plan, that's okay. Make another plan. You know, your little plans may not work out, but you keep at it, one will stick. And you might find something that you just absolutely fall in love with. I mean, like playing guitar or drawing or painting or just anything. Mowing your grass, maybe take up, you know, lawn care. You know, I do good enough just to mow my grass. I love my lawn to look nice, but do I fertilize it and do all that kind of stuff? And, you know, it's not a finely manicured lawn. But if you love being outside and you love working in the yard, make a video. You might find it pretty interesting and you might find it pretty fun to do. So anyway, I'm not here to talk about finances and things like that after you retire. I don't have those answers. I'm not a financial expert, not going to pretend to be. I know what I have in retirement awaiting for me. I know what I have in my savings. I know what kind of 401k I have. And I know how far those are going to take me. I know what I'm going to have paid off at that time that I start retirement, which my home will be paid off. That'd be great. But to have the answers to what you need to do financially, I don't have those answers. But there's a lot of people out there that do. And if that's something that interests you, then I'd look for some of those videos online. I'm sure there's lots of people out there that know what they're doing. I feel pretty secure about where I'm going to be, so I'm good. I had to pause it there for a second. A car drove by. I'm still not real comfortable about talking to a camera in front of anyone, even strangers, so I'll get over that in time. This is just my first video, so it's not going to be perfect. And I was always told, well, always heard on YouTube that, you know, your first video is going to stink, you know. But I'm okay with that. I'm talking about a few things that I'm interested in right now, something that I kind of hope that maybe you guys will keep in mind, have a plan, something to look forward to that keeps your mind going, keeps us younger. So, you know, my dad, he's up there, he's in his 80s, but you know what? He gets around, and I tell you what, I hope when I'm his age, I'm getting around as good as he does. So, uh, he he's always doing something, always. So, anyway, this is the 1st of July. We've got the 4th coming up on Saturday. Don't know if I'll have it posted by then. I guess you'll all know whenever I post it. I got to do all the editing to it yet. That's something new to me. I've played around with it a little bit. I'm no professional. I've looked at some online stuff to kind of help me along, and looked at the different pieces of different applications, different editing software applications. So I'm sure I'll pick one that I'll be comfortable with. But yeah, if you guys got a plan, let me know. All right. And I'm going to give you one last look at the lake. I think I'm going to call it a good one for this one. It's pretty, like I said, it's a little windy, but hopefully that doesn't come across through the video. At least I hope not. I know that would be annoying. So listening to me is probably annoying enough. But anyway, I ramble a lot, and I may squirrel now and then, but hey, that's what it's all about, right? So if you guys like this video, you want to see more, like I said, this is my first one. Hit that subscribe button and give me a like. And I'm sure I'm going to be back with more. For right now, I'm going to try to do one, probably one a week. I'm not going to make any promises on that right now, but we'll just have to see how things go. All right, you guys have a fantastic day. And if this comes out before the 4th, have a safe 4th of July.